ridge trail. I'm on my old hat with my old camera. Let's see if we got any water in this thing. Yep. Okay, we're on the ridge trail. I don't know how far I'm going to go. We're going to go as far as we go. With the tree covering, leaf covering of the trees and bushes almost non-existent now. 25th of December, Christmas Day. Visibility should be primo through the woods. And we're going into the wilderness. This, when people think there's no wilderness left, right there's the sign. It says there is. There are places in East Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky, Western Virginia, that no man has ever set foot on. And before you go, oh wow, you look at the overhangs around the pinnacle, and they're like this. No man could walk on it. Get realistic now. But there are sections in this woods. What you see, there are sections in this. Right in here. No man has ever walked on that. No man has ever walked on that. No Indian has walked on it. I don't even know if buffalo had even walked on it. Maybe deer and bear. Something like that. Snakes. Maybe some salamanders. Stuff like that. And yes, that is quite amazing. You realize you're looking at stuff that no man has ever set foot on. I've been to Chicago, for example. Many times walked around Chicago to the museums, lakefront, Shade Aquarium, places like that. Yeah, man's walked all over that. But to be here, there's areas, man has never walked there. Wow, 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 wow. I'm not going to go out there and be the first man to step on something. Just so I can be the first man. Proper thing is not to go, but to enjoy the view. Now, I'm going to say this about all of, even though I've said that. Talking with the ranger about Daniel Boone blazing a trail, how they blazed it. They just cut the trees down. That's how they made a path. Cut the trees down. You just followed the hole, like following the power lines from Middlesboro to Harrogate. The iron furnace, they needed wood to make charcoal to get the fire. Guess where they got it? There is very little new tree. And you go, well, man's walked all over that. Yeah, they did, but not every foot, not every step of bit of ground has been walked on by a human being. Might have been a tree drug across it, but not every foot has been walked on by a human. Come to another overlook. Pick my feet up, Terrence. One of the things, I'm going to give tips now. If you decide to go with Cap Cam and you come home and you are so disappointed with your video, learn to look with your eyes, not your head. Always looking around with your eyes. Okay, lock my stick in. Look at that. Yes, look at that. Some beautiful stuff. Can you imagine as a kid you could build a fort right here and look out for Indians? Like cowboys and Indians, stuff like that. There's a hole right over there. You can see a tree growing out. It goes out and up, but there's a hole. Maybe it's a bear cave. Maybe I need to stay away from it. Anyway, learn to look with your eyes, not your head. Keep your head pointed at the subject. If you're going to walk, look with your eyes down the trail. It's hard. I keep forgetting sometimes. In the last 2 weeks we've had 2 inches of rain in Rutledge, my backyard. I don't know how slick these leaves are. They seem to be fairly dry. The ground seems to be fairly dry and they're not oozing wet. So we'll find out. Okay, here you go. See, here's what you do. I'm looking at rock over here, so I'm going to turn my head. Let's look at that rock. There's a squirrel. Looks like there's a squirrel on top of it. Maybe a chipmunk. And instead of like this, no. Turn my head back and go back to work. Tips. I got so many bad videos of me jerking my head around. Yeah, looks like a little chipmunk. I never seen chipmunks until I moved up here. I'm used to seeing squirrels in Florida on the trail and lizards. Oh, lizards, they'll wait till you get within 2 foot of them and they jump off whatever they're on down into the dry leaves, and you know that there's an alligator just seconds from getting a hold of you. Until he realizes it's a lizard. Look at that tree. It's got that one branch out and over. The branch comes straight out. Interesting. And it's growing out of the top of a rock. We're coming up to the section where I started hearing animals in the woods walking parallel to me. See, I got it right. See, if it had been a deer seen me been skewered, it'd have been gone. But this is walking parallel to me through the dry leaves. The second time it's happened to me. I'm going to do a slow turn so you can see how beautiful this is. Trails up and around and over and up to Fort Lyon. I personally don't like trails I can't see 100 foot or so from either direction of. Big drop off, then there's a valley. Let's get some photos. What do you think? If you have the option, photo tip, if you have the option, set it up, get it where you set up where you got the grid's missing, but get the grid within 9 sections. It's easy to help focus, plan your picture, and get the leveling a little bit in it. I gotta go see if I can find it. There, yeah, well, the grid is there, but it's so small you can't see it with all these trees and stuff. So it's good. I got it. Let's go up the hill. Look at the rock. See, that's one of the things that you don't see in June, July, August, is you don't see all these rock outcroppings because of all the leaves. So you don't get to see the structure that's here. And there are bear here. It's in the upper 50s. It's warm enough for bears to be active. And black bears don't really hibernate. That's grizzly. Black bears just take naps. It gets warm out. They come out, find something to eat, go back in their den, go back to sleep. Just like humans do. Get up in the morning, get breakfast, lunch, supper, go back to bed at night. And they don't get up until the next time it's warm. And it's been warm like this for about 4 days. Let's do a slow turn. We were in that area, down, and we're going up.